Cheers, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of my pathetic life as a homeowner. Progress and maintenance, that's all it is. Progress and maintenance. This video, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit from my typical, I don't know if it's probably in the sun there you go. Typical videos of doing like legitimate maintenance and progress. I'm gonna focus on plants and yard work. Everybody knows plants and yard work take a lot of maintenance. All of these things, I love these hibiscus. They're beautiful little plants, but look at this. Garbage, maintenance. Same with the palms. You gotta cut those. Maintenance, lots of maintenance. Anyways, I decided to do this video on pineapples. Why, you may ask? Well, I've been growing this pineapple for almost 2 years now, and I'm about to harvest it right now, and I thought I would do a little bit of a video about the pineapple plant. It's a beautiful plant. It's very nice decor in the garden, and the only reason I actually bought the pineapple was for the actual look of it. Looks like this. This one's getting a little bit old here, but here's a little younger one. And yeah, it's a beautiful plant. And at the end of the day, you might end up with a pineapple. Now, the pineapple doesn't grow everywhere. I'm in Central Florida. I think I'm in Zone 9B. Technically speaking, I heard that these shouldn't be grown in this zone, but judging by this little animal over here, obviously you can. So I have roughly 1, 2, I had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 pineapples growing right now. Now, I didn't buy 7 pineapples. I bought 1 pineapple at the grocery store, and that 1 pineapple over the course of 3 years has turned into 7 plants, if not more. I think I gave 1 away. And there's some suckers on this one, or slits, or offshoots. I can't even think of any more words for it, that you can make more pineapples with. So anyways, I'm gonna rip this pineapple off right now. You're gonna follow me along, and I'm gonna explain pineapples to you, and maybe it's something that you might be interested in growing in. Let's get at it. Cheers. All right. First off, I'm gonna apologize because I know it's breezy right now, so you're gonna hear wind noise, and I can't do anything to stop it. But all right, back to the basics of pineapples. They can take roughly 2 years to get to this size. This is a pretty good sized pineapple. It's done really well for me. Usually they're like the size of like an apple, but this one's done really well. So let me just rip this one off here by twisting it, and we'll get an idea of where we can go with this. Alrighty, look at that baby. That is a nice ass pineapple. Now, how do you know when they're ripe? When they start getting yellow. I could have probably let this one sit a little bit longer, but I can let it sit on the counter inside and it'll yellow up. And all right, here's what I'm gonna say. Now, this 1 pineapple, I apologize again if you're hearing wind noise. I'm trying to stand a certain way here. This 1 pineapple plant that started off in a grocery store like this has turned into 7 or 8 pineapples down this row. And if you look here, you'll see some growth. These are new pineapples again, and they're referred to as slits, pups, or suckers, and they kind of grow in the pineapple plant. I'm gonna rip this one out to give you an idea. Be careful, by the way, with pineapples. These things are fucking, they want to kill you. So this is a new pineapple plant right here. You can see there's already roots starting to grow. So I'm gonna put this one aside, and I'm gonna try to rip this bad boy off right here. And this is gonna be another pineapple plant. And I'm gonna plant this one. See, there's some roots right there. Now I'm gonna plant this one right in this spot. I could have technically left this grow, but this thing's getting all fucking danky looking. It's got some rough leaves. So I'm gonna rip it out and put this in its spot, and we start again. So, the other thing you get off of a pineapple, if you go to the grocery store, let me go in there and try to find less wind. Alrighty, less wind, a little bit more water noise. So when you go to the grocery store, you're gonna pick one of these off the shelf, and you're gonna buy it, and you're gonna take it home. And if you get one with a very healthy looking top like this, you can make this into a pineapple. And all you gotta do is grab and twist like that, and you have yourself another pineapple. And this is the reason why growing these pineapples tends to spread like crazy. I will say this, pineapples are extremely easy to grow. I literally could probably just, I'm gonna peel these layers back a little bit to see if there's any roots. Peel a few layers back. Probably do it later, but there's no roots. This one's still pretty fresh. Sometimes when you're lucky, you can see roots. Oh no, you can see roots. So what you could really, literally, how easy it is to grow these things, you can put it directly into the ground and it'll probably take off. But normally what I do is I just peel this back like this a little bit. You can see some roots starting to show up there. And I usually put it in a cup of water. I'll get back to that in a second. Now, the stages of pineapple. Again, this is gonna potentially take 2 years for these to grow. They say certain slits like these, they might be able to produce fruit in about a year. But if you're starting with a crown, it's probably gonna be roughly 2 years. This particular plant, I don't think it's made it to 2 years. If I had to like make a super educated guess, it's probably around 19 months old, and it's done. So it produced its plant. So now here's the next stage of plants right here, and this one's a little bit younger. Then we got the new ones. Then we got one that's planted right here. It's still young. And then this is a crown as well. And I got one little baby pup over here that I picked off of that plant again. Boom. Pow! Well, there you have it. It was that easy. And I already put this little pup in. Just a short while after, I ripped the old one out. And it's on to the next pineapple with this one. So a few things I will note, because questions might come up. Fertilizer. I never really fertilized that one at all, and it turned out really well. When I say I never fertilized it, I think I poured granule fertilizer on the plant once, and I was just like, whatever, it is what it is. But if you're gonna fertilize, my recommendation would be to use a liquid fertilizer versus like a granular one, because the plant is very well designed to flow water to its core, and the granules just kind of get stuck in its leaves. Zones, like I mentioned, I live in zone 9B. Depending on where on the internet you read, pineapples shouldn't grow in this zone. I don't know, it's controversial. I'm living proof that pineapples can grow in this zone, and they do ripen just as nice as that one. The zone I am in, which is Central Florida, Tampa Bay area, does experience frost at night in the winter. So what I mean is that plant that I just harvested did go through probably 2 years or 2 winters, and there was frost. When I say frost, the lows were around 27 Fahrenheit. So that plant did experience frost, and it does not look like it affected it. Now, if you live north of here, I'm sure you can kind of pull it off a little bit more north from here. But in reality, if you do live north of Florida, you probably want to put it into a container. They grow well in containers. And then once the frost season comes and hits, try to put it into like a indoor sunroom or something. Or if it's only a short period of frost, put it into a garage. But yeah, I mean, you can grow them. They still look good. Again, I only bought them because of their look. They kind of remind me of the agave, which will be another subject someday maybe. We'll make tequila. No. What else do I want to mention? That's about soil type. All right. Let me just, again, this is a super easy plant to grow, and I didn't even give a shit about the soil. This soil underneath that rock was just topsoil. That's all it grew in, topsoil. The topsoil is probably like 4 years old, so it wasn't fresh by any means. This plant is growing in dirt. Whatever that grass is growing on, that is growing on. All the other plants are growing in basically not conditioned dirt, and we'll see how those go. Maybe they won't produce as much as this one, but again, I am not trying to professionally grow these things, and get the most out of my harvest. So these might turn into little baby pineapples. Either way, they're delicious. Doesn't matter how big they are. Anyways, that's that. If you watch this far, please do me a favor and like this video and subscribe. If you want to see more of this plant shit, maintenance shit, I don't know if I'm gonna get into it, but I might if people like it. And I'm off to a next battle, and it'll probably won't be as tasty. It'll probably just be a shitty house maintenance kerfuffle. Anyways, cheers.